pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? It's the Wichita Wind Surge, taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Stepping to the plate next for Wichita, Michael Johnson.
Here we go, clutch up for us here.
That one fouled off. Comes up empty, strike two. Obvious that he was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Juan Mata. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a high fly to left. Lord. And there's one away. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Digging in for the Hooks, number 6.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Foul ball there. 1 out and the base is empty. Knocks that one away and we'll do it again. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. That one in the air to center field. Racing over to make the catch. And now the DH, Derek Hall. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Grounder left side, and that's just foul. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
2 outs, base is empty.
Ball 2.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. End of 1, and we're still... Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Joel Bonner. That one catches the zone. Johnson, 6'2" righty. He works with a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and he mixes in a slider.
Ball, that's down.
In the air, right field, well hit. It's got a chance. On the warning track and hauls it in.
That is it. The catcher, A.J. Lewis.
Next up for the Hooks, A.J. Lewis. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Close, but called a ball.
Aye.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Next one's popped in the air into right.
I got it.
Makes the grab on the run.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 32.
Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, number 32.
Ball.
Lifted in the air, right field.
I got it.
Young.
I got it.
And the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We've played 2 innings. No score. And now, Michael Johnson. This is a prime opportunity right here.
Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up.
This one lifted in the air, left field, Heron. Brings it in for the out. Here comes the runner from third. Throw off line, runner scores. 1-0. That's textbook hitting in a sac fly spot. Look for something up in the zone and lift it deep enough to bring in the runner from third. Bottom of the inning, stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Jimmy Heron.
Ball. That's out.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
One
That
ball,
curveball had
2
no
strikes.
business getting a strike. The hitter was ready to crush it, but it never quite got to where it should have. Pitcher knows he dodged a bullet there. Sit down on strikes. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. And now the shortstop, Nelson Mendoza-Burks. First offering just misses. He swings and fouls one off. Sliced down the right side. Looked like he was a little behind on the fastball. Might have been trying to sit back for the breaking ball. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. Two-two pitch. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field for a hit. Around first, hustling for 2. In at second with a 1-out double. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing, and he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock. One out, runner at second base. Here's the second baseman, Elliott Stevens.
Hey.
On 0-1, the delivery.
Ball. 1-1.
That
Ball
misses,
2.
and that's ball 2. In the air to the right, Young
high.
under it.
Yeah, come on, relay.
And there are 2 outs. And stepping in, the speedy Juan Mata. Slider misses away. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Here comes the 2-0. Late swing, fouled it off. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Hard hit, right side. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Welcome back. The Hooks at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
Third baseman, Jeremy.
Yeah!
Out towards left center.
I
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Derek.
Next is the designated hitter, Derek Hall. 0 for 1. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. Strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
The right fielder, number 13.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Joel Bonner. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Slap the other way, foul ball. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. Now here's the 0-2. Good eye there. What a take with 2 strikes. Two outs and nobody aboard. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Moving on to the 5th. Wichita ahead in this game. So digging in, Michael Johnson.
All right, here we go. Get your ribbies.
A little too slow on that heater. He
0-1
might have
count.
been expecting something off speed. Hit hard on a line. And that should get the job done. Runner tagging from 3rd. He's in to score on the sac fly. And now they're up by 3. Not your everyday sac fly there. He smoked that one, but it just couldn't find a safe landing spot. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Hooks batting. I've seen an awful lot of fans walking around with foot-long corn dogs. Seems like a popular food item here in Corpus Christi. The funnel cake fries at the concession stand here in Corpus Christi look delicious. Daunting, but delicious. Since the Hooks have been affiliated with the Astros since their start, it's no surprise they've sent a lot of notable players to Houston, including Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, and Yordan Alvarez. The pitch. And that one is in the dirt. Two-one pitch coming. Tapped softly on the ground. And there's one out.
Now batting, number 32.
And here's the first baseman. That one in there, and it's 0-1. On the ground to third, picks it up. Tosses to first. Two quick outs here in the bottom half of the fifth inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jimmy Herron.
Now the left fielder, Jimmy Herron, went down on strikes the first time through. Herron, 32 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018. Right through there for a strike. That just missed.
Ball, that's just out.
That one to first. Will do it alone. And 1-2-3, that's the inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. The Wind Surge lead it 3-0. Next up, the designated hitter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson.
Swing and a miss. That one missed by a ton. Looked like he had his mind made up to swing no matter what on that pitch. The 0-1.
Ball, that's low.
One out, runners at first and second. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nelson Mendoza-Burks.
Mendoza-Burks.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. Swing and a miss late on that one. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Falling behind 2-1. The pitcher's approaching him much more cautiously after he gave up the double the first time around. And that's outside. The way he's been pitching, they've got to feel grateful to see a 3-ball count right here. I'm sure he wants to attack and keep them at bay.
The count is full.
Payoff pitch. Fly ball to right, Young. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Elliott Stevens. And that one fouled off. The wind surge up big in this game. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off down the right side. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. And he goes down on strikes. 2 down. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Batting order turns over. Mata digs in now. This one is in there. 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that just misses. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. And that ball's out of here. Powers that one out to left. A solo shot, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. Some hitters are just so good at covering the outer half of the plate. He did very well to extend his arms and use a whole lot of torque to pull that one up and over the wall for the homer. The third baseman, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Two outs and nobody aboard. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. In the air, right field. And a foul ball. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Here comes the 2-2. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Pulls it down. 1 hit in the inning, a solo home run. We're through 6 full innings. Wichita with the lead, 7-1. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Digging in for the hooks, Derek Hall.
Yeah!
One now. This one to right, sails towards the corner. And
We
it
got a
jumps the
ground rule
wall in
double.
foul territory for an
Two bases.
automatic double. Great swing on that one. Loud contact coming off the bat, and he's rewarded with the automatic double. Nice productive at bat. So a runner aboard, Bonner, getting ready to hit. Took a little too long
that's a
on the
ball.
mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. He didn't start his
That's a
windup
ball.
before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Out to center. Kershaw
Mine,
settles
I got
under
it.
this one.
Relay 3.
Makes the
relay
call
3.
and the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, the catcher, A.J. Lewis.
A.J. Lewis, the next to hit. Outside corner, there's a strike. Runner on at third, one away. The 0-1 offering. Ripped, but it curls foul. Out in front a bit on that fastball, and as a result, he pulled it foul. He needs to stay back and think up the middle. Took a little
That's a
too long
ball.
on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. He didn't start his
Ball
windup
two.
before the pitch timer expired, and it's an
2-2, yeah.
automatic ball. One away with a runner at third. Set down looking. Hey fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every fan in attendance home with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Now at the dish, the first baseman, number 32. Took a little
Ball,
too long
that's
on the
inside.
mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. He didn't start his
That's
windup
in.
before the
Ball
pitch
two.
timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Runner at third, 2 away. That one's spoiled, and it's now 2-1. Nice eye
Inside,
right
ball
there.
3.
Three-one pitch. Now a high fly ball to left center.
got
This
it,
one
I
pretty
got
far
it.
back. And that ends the inning. One runner left on base. They're down 7-1. One out, bases are loaded. And now the DH, Michael Johnson.
Johnson.
First pitch, that's in for a strike. That's a great approach with the
0-1's the count.
bases loaded. He did well to get a strike and get ahead in the count. The 0-1. Swing and a miss out front that time.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out for the third straight time.
Now batting. Catcher.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Kyle Bischoff. He's certainly done a really good job to keep the ball in the park this season. Limiting homers is never a bad thing. Johnson was not great at the plate in this one, but delivered a pretty good pitching performance. I want to see how he responds to this game because that can tell you a lot about a prospect. Will he get down about his struggles at the plate, or will he be encouraged by the way he pitched? Should be interesting to find out.